Hello, eavesdroppers. Welcome back to another pop culture tarot reading. In today's episode, we're going to be looking into the relationship between Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, and Karrueche Tran. All right? Is the relationship real? What's going on in this relationship? They seem to be going strong, but we want to take a deeper look into what's going on maybe behind the scenes. Everything I say in this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I have no proof, so take it with a grain of salt. And I hope you all are feeling like $1,000,000. Let's get into this reading. We're going to do the energies on different sides, opposite sides of each other. We're going to start with Karrueche's energy, her intentions, her feelings, how the relationship is going from her point of view, and then we'll do Deion's on the side. We'll get some connecting energy in the middle. So let's start with Karrueche's energy. She says they are mismatched. Okay, so there's something that the green flags are turning yellow. They're turning yellow. They're turning orange. I don't know what the next phase. I think it's yellow. She says your puzzle pieces from two different boxes. No matter how hard you try, you just don't fit. So there's some things they're clashing about, things that they don't agree with. It's something very heart-centered as well. Could be their love language. Could be what she perceives as love. She's a Taurus. He's a Leo. They are not naturally compatible. Let's get more. Karrueche. Okay, Karrueche says she is avoiding the pain. She's trying to avoid the pain. She's been sedating her soul with distractions and denial. But deep healing demands presence, not escape, okay? So this means you have a sword here. So this is intellectually, mentally. She's trying to not think about something, the differences they have, the incompatibility here. She's trying to avoid it. She said they do have sexual chemistry, okay? She said the spark is undeniable. Your bodies speak a language your minds haven't even fully translated. But she says that he's playing games here. She's pointing out somebody's addictions. I don't know if that's hers or his, allegedly. It says they've got game, but is it real? Keep your eyes open and don't fall for surface level charm. She doesn't feel secure. She's a Taurus. Taurus people need to feel secure and stable. She doesn't feel secure. She doesn't feel like he's going to lock in with her. I don't believe he ever wants to get married again. And I think this could be where they're clashing. We have addictions though, and this is a bottle of alcohol here. It says addiction distorts everything, truth, trust, priorities. Until healing begins, healthy love can't grow in this soil. And then we have avoidant energy again. So she is avoiding. It looks like he walks away from her a lot. It looks like there's something going on with communication. There's something in the heart space. Their love language is not the same. She says he keeps his distance to feel safe, but it leaves her feeling abandoned, and that's not failure. It's their fear. So she feels like he's fearful. He's an avoidant, fearful person. Let's get Deion's take. All right, so Deion says here that they're on the same page in reverse. So he doesn't feel like they're on the same page either. This card says you want the same thing and you're both showing up accordingly. You're aligned emotionally and energetically. It came out reversed. So they're not on the same page. They're not seeing eye to eye. He said there is a power dynamic here. One person holds the control and the other is tiptoeing. Love should feel like a partnership, not a power struggle. Yeah, a lot in the heart space. Their love languages are just not the same. For more? Okay, so Deion says this is a toxic tie. This isn't a victim-villain story. It's a messy entanglement where both sides are contributing to the destruction. So he feels like they're both matching each other's toxic ways. And he's pointing out here that he has inner turmoil about the relationship. Says he may be smiling on the outside, but on the inside he's spiraling. He's pretending everything is fine, but this has become his own crisis. So he's torn right down the middle by this lightning here. They could be going through a tower moment right now. This is what happens when a novelty wears off in a relationship where there's a lot of physical attraction. The only thing that's clicking here for them is in the bedroom. It needs two more. We have travel partners, so they love traveling together. It says you found someone who travels at your pace. There's harmony in the way you navigate the world together. So they like traveling. They could like going to the same places. They're on a yacht here. And then we have toxic positivity. Positivity becomes poison when it silences the truth. If you're only allowed to feel good vibes, how will the rest of you ever feel seen? So again, what happens when a novelty wears off? And you gotta fake the funk, you gotta fake the happiness here. It's okay to disagree, it's okay to not like each other sometimes. What is the connecting energy 3 card? Spirit, what do you say about this connection? Spirit says that she's expecting there's a pregnant woman here. A new life is forming, ready or not. This changes the vibe, the stakes, and the whole storyline. Uh-oh. Fear says there is a feral focus. Feral. Want to become unstoppable, get crystal clear on what you want, and refuse to be seduced by anything that dilutes it. Showing up as a cat, he is a Leo, so this could be his energy. She could want more focus. Like, she needs to speak up for herself. And we have untamed vision. What if your wildest vision is your truest compass and everything else is just noise? So these two need to truly follow their heart. Bottom of the deck, we have guiltless. Forgive the version of you that didn't know better. You weren't broken, you were becoming. There's a lot of transformation here. There's a butterfly. A lot of butterflies here. Scorpio energy feels like transformation will happen. Let's get some more messages. What is going on in this connection? We have energy vampires. Draining connections, toxic influence, protect your energy in time to cut the cord. So it looks like this is not a healthy relationship. Wow. We have typing, then gone. Temporary intention, emotional retreat, almost saying something, withdrawing mid-thought, yet he walks away from her. And she feels very powerless, allegedly. Two more. We have no filter. Speaking your truth, authentic communication, raw honesty. This is how I really feel. Again, a need for her to speak up for herself. Because he speaks up for himself. Everybody that knows who Deion Sanders is knows he is the typical Leo. He does not bite his tongue. He can be kind of arrogant. Show me more. We have boundaries. Saying no firmly, protecting your peace, setting limits clearly, and enough is enough. Again, Spirit is telling her it's time for her to stand up for herself. Bottom of the deck, it says commitment issues. Afraid to settle down, avoiding intimacy, fear of loss of freedom, and it's complicated. Like I said before, Deion never wants to get married again, and this is a problem for Karrueche because she's not standing up for herself. Moving on to the next deck. What is going on here with Karrueche? It says there are too many opinions. Everyone has commentary. Not every voice deserves space. Silence gives clarity. And this is the woman here with her arms folded. She feels like a lot of people have a lot to say about their relationship, maybe even people in their personal lives. But she's also looking at social media commentary. And it bothers her what's being said. She needs to protect her peace. It says your calm is sacred. Choose silence over chaos. Not everything deserves a reaction. So she's being calm here. This kind of looks like her on the card. Just telling her to choose herself. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. Your needs matter too. Your life shifts when you prioritize yourself. So she's losing herself in this connection. And it says here the pattern returns. The same cycle repeats for a reason. Your lesson is resurfacing. Notice what is familiar. So this is a cycle for her. She always attracts emotionally unavailable men. Show me Deion's side. Deion's side says, caught in 4K. Someone's actions are exposed. Evidence speaks loud, and the truth arrives instantly. So I don't know who got caught here. What does this mean? It says, plastic smiles, forced kindness, polite but cold, compliments that don't feel real, and don't mistake courtesy for connection. So when it comes to the relationship, he knows she's not happy, but she's faking her happiness. So him catching her in 4K is more of an energetic thing, an intuitive thing. He knows that she's not happy. Could be a picture. It could be some photos that come out where you can see that she's not happy. Maybe they've been arguing. Show me more. Late night calls. Up when the world is sleeping. Booty call or deep talk. True colors after dark. And what do they really want? So I feel like he doesn't know what he wants. He's torn about her. She's wanting more of a defined relationship. Yeah, mixed signals is here. They act warm then cold. You're left guessing their intentions. The inconsistency speaks louder than the words. Yeah. And the connecting energy here is align with your truth. Again, telling her she needs to align with her truth, and he does as well. When you follow what feels right, your life falls into place. Clarity leads your next step. Okay. So he has a feeling that she's not happy. I feel like they both have trust issues. With her being a young, beautiful woman, he knows she can have other people, and she feels like she wants him for whatever reason. Now, is it real love? We're about to find out. Could just be to have the stability that Taurus people love, because that's important to a Taurus. Which is why she's always dating high-profile men. And I don't blame her for that. Okay, Spirit, show me what I need to see about this relationship here. What do you want to say about this connection between Karrueche and Deion Sanders? Karrueche Tran and Deion Sanders. It says it's touchy-feely. They are affectionate, they are expressive, they are open, and this is about the physical contact. Again, physically, they are a match for each other. Show me more. It says there is a gray area. You have the moon here, Pisces, Cancer energy. It says there's uncertainty, unclear energy, unsure, vagueness, neither here nor there, wiggle room, a loophole. The fine print in the in-between. It says to get more information. So what do we have here besides the touchy-feely sexual chemistry? We have satire. It says it's performative, it's disingenuous, it's going through the motions, puppeting, fake-ass love life, putting on a show, and it says here fake smiles. So what we see is not exactly what we're getting, or what they're getting from each other. We have procrastination, the Seven of Cups, and again, this is him wanting to keep his options open. She feels that, so she's drawing her own conclusions here. She's assuming things, she's problem solving, she's figuring it out. She feels like she's left to figure it out on her own and put the puzzle pieces together. Remember, it said that they were mixed match puzzle pieces. She says here that this is risque, the Queen of Wands reverse. She could be seeing him as provocative, borderline, inappropriate behavior, improper, tactless, promiscuous, offensive, brazen, suggestive. She feels like he's an attention whore. He's a drama king. He's mean-spirited. He's X-rated. There's smut and pornographic. Oh, goodness, these words. I can't say them. Prostitution, adult entertainment, a sexual deviant, worldly humor, classlessness, naughty, vulgar, jealous, insecure, and bias. Wow. Okay, let's see more. From Karrueche's side, she said there's something residual from the family brand. This could be past relationships that he have, people he has children with. She's pointing out the family big business, the legacy, the empire, carrying on or passing the torch, inheritance, and lineage-based success, residuals. She could also be saying she wants those residuals. Okay, the Queen of Wands in reverse could also be that it feels more sex than love. Okay, so there could be insecurity on her part behind that. He could be making her question her value, her worth, her beauty. Let's get more. Spirit, what do you have to say about this Deion Sanders, Karrueche Tran thing? He said it's an expired soul contract, Two of Cups reverse, Venus in Cancer. He said a breakup, divorce, the end of the friendship, no longer compatible, a broken covenant, and unrequited love. He says make it make sense, okay? Seeking truth and clarity, searching for meaning, an absurd situation, nonsensical, calling out the BS, pragmatism and facts over feelings. All right, we have the healer who needs a protector. So this is Karrueche showing up as divine feminine who needs a protector. This is Cancer Pisces energy. And it says here, this is the internal spiritual giver. She is divine feminine, balanced energy exchange with the divine masculine or divine counterpart who is grounded and stable. Again, that's what she needs, security and stability, who creates a safe space for her. He gives her permission to rest. She's looking for the Hierophant, her counterpart. His strength meets her compassion and vulnerability. He creates strong energetic boundaries against spiritual attacks, and he is her human shield. So this is what she's looking for, and she feels like she doesn't have it. We have caught up in physical attraction. Yes, the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, unbridled passion over emotions. Someone who has a you only live once attitude, the thrill of the chase, and a whole phase. Says here, peekaboo, long time no see, resurfacing, pop-up visit or call, a blast from the past, running into an ex, watching you, stalking you, guess who's that? There's somebody possibly from his past that has resurfaced in his life. We have an unfit parent, neglectful, dysfunctional, abusive, emotionally unavailable. I'm wondering if she'll get pregnant and they'll have issues. He says this is a make or break moment. This is the judgment card. One shot, all or nothing, give it your all. This is the moment of truth. A final decision must be made. A judgment call, an awakening, a rebirth. North Node activation, renewal and judgment. He's seeing her as drop dead gorgeous. He says she's a head turner. She's a showstopper. Very easy on the eyes. But again, that's not enough. The sacral chakra is showing up here. So the physical attraction is here. But he says he's doing this out of spite. And he's wearing a disguise here. He has a hidden personality. He's vengeful, he's vindictive, he's petty, he's antagonistic, and gets under her skin or vice versa. He says there's untapped potential here with the Fool. He says something is lying dormant and ready to be activated. Embarking on a new adventure, self-actualization, a journey, it's go time, there's no time like the present. This is about a leap of faith. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. He's saying that beggars cannot be choosers here. Moon in Taurus, she is a Taurus. He says you get what you get and you don't get upset. This is generosity and giving from the heart. Anyone who knows anything about Deion, he is supposed to be a very tight man. He does not like to give money. He's a very cheap man. So this says the heart should be appreciated. Anything given from the heart should be appreciated. Relying on the help or support of others, you must accept what's offered and don't be ungrateful. So this is his attitude. He said the lights are flickering. He wants to take the road less traveled with the Hierophant in reverse. So he wants a non-conformist, non-traditional, non-conventional relationships. It says he's going into uncharted territory. He's bucking tradition and being rebellious. He wants freedom. He wants his energy to be free-spirited. He wants to be an independent thinker and do things on his own terms, whatever he feels is right. He does not value marriage anymore. And he's taking his own sweet time with her. Okay, we have overcommitment here, the Ten of Wands, and we have the Legend in the Making, which is Leo energy, and he is the Leo. It says ignorance is bliss. I'm saying something about GLP and Ozempic, Wegovy. I'm not sure what that's all about. But this is temptation and sensory overload, delusions, wearing rose-colored glasses, living in la-la land, daydreaming, a fear of missing out, imposter syndrome. So she has the illusion of inclusion in his world, the illusion of inclusion, but this is smoke and mirrors. And he's taking his own sweet time because he's tempted by something else, saying that he is stone cold. He's giving her the cold shoulder. He has strong boundaries and he's guarded. He's head over heart. He's emotionally unavailable, cold, detached, unbothered, aloof. Condescending, he prefers a lot of space or alone time, and he may come across as uncaring and desensitized, and he's closed off with walls. And it's hurting her feelings. Alright, so we have the energy here of you can't raise a man. Says down the road he may end up marrying her as a nurse wife. Okay, but it said you cannot date a man with arrested development. You are frustrated dealing with emotional immaturity. A person with Peter Pan syndrome, you cannot save him from himself. Wow. But they have a contractual obligation here. They have a soul tie. It says busy schedule and overwhelmed. The Page of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. Okay. So it says here with the overcommitment that she's saying yes to everything. Pushing herself to the limit, pulling her weight and everyone else's in a relationship, in a family. This says this is a need to say no and delegate tasks. Taking on more than you can handle, a lion's share of the work, dead weight, and taken for granted. Now, this could be a lot of burdens on her taking care of him with his illness, his issues, his physical issues. Anything else we need to know here? How will this end? How will this end, Spirit? We have the Knight of Wands. Again, he's living like he's still a young person in his prime, Coach Prime. The Knight of Wands is in your prime. Sagittarius energy, fire sign energy, that would be him. How will this end? The Seven of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups. This could mean that eventually down the road, I do feel like she may end up getting pregnant if she's not already. Yeah, you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have the Four of Cups. It strongly feels like he may marry her if she sticks around and deals with his BS. He may marry her when he gets old. When he's an old man. I know he's already considered old, but you know what I mean. When he's an older gentleman and he really has nothing to lose. But this Four of Cups, kind of like, why not? There could be a pregnancy that comes in, but the Knight of Wands went into the Knight of Pentacles means he's slow to commit. It's more down the road thing. We have the Chariot, we have the Page of Cups. I feel like he kind of runs the house, he runs the relationship, and she's like a novice. She's just kind of going with the flow. We have the Five of Swords with the Knight of Cups, and it just feels like when it comes to the lovey-dovey, heart-centered things, he's checked out. We have the Empress here, another pregnancy card with the Six of Cups. This could mean she's already been pregnant by him, and maybe that didn't go so well for her. We have the Emperor, the baby daddy, and the Hermit card. Again, I feel like this is more down the road. Yeah, the Two of Cups is here. They may end up staying together and getting married, but that's only if she decides to deal with his foolishness. If she gets a backbone and walks away from him, that'll be the end of it. And that'll be on her terms in her timeline. Alright guys, like, subscribe, comment. I will see you in the next episode.